Don't give up on me, still my one and only. Don't give up on me.
Okay, we're here with Lucas and Steve, and we're back with Armin, and they just played back to back actually. So tell me, how did you guys meet?
Well, we already knew each other from saying hey at a couple of gigs, and of course, I knew their music first and foremost. And I was really always impressed by their work as a DJ and by their tracks. They have some really great tracks out. And started working with them. It's an idea from somebody in the office who said, why not work with them one more time? So which track? And then we started to think a little bit, because I'm always writing songs. And then I said a really, really rough idea to them, and I got something back, and I was really blown away. Like, really blown away, because, so these guys are not, only up-and-coming talents, but really, really good producers. And, they're nice guys, good-looking, hey, I say it. And, I think in a few years, these guys have everything to become the next big thing, I think, and, it was a pleasure to work with them.
Well, that's awesome. Coming from somebody who just won 2 Legend Awards, that says a lot about you guys. So tell me, how would you guys describe each other? We're going to start off with you guys describing Armin.
It's Armin is, I think, the most hardworking guy that we ever met. He's on top of everything when we finish a track or send over the parts. He's on top of everything, the video clip, marketing. He just knows everything about everybody, and that's unbelievable. Nice to work with. He's such inspiring for us as a producer, but also as a human being, and that's really.
I think what was really outstanding is that as soon as we sent the track over and we didn't really know what to expect, well, would he like it, or would he have a lot of comments? Of course, we expected comments, but with the comments came an idea for the video clip, strategy, marketing, everything together, and I think that really describes how Armin is working on I think all tracks, and that's really special.
Armin, tell me something that they don't know about you. You're going to tell me something that they already don't know about you, and you're going to tell him something that he doesn't already know about you.
Here you go. Did you guys know I have a life-size Darth Vader in my house from Star Wars? It's a true story. No, it's a statue. I bought it for a lot of money. It's a Don Post 1996 replica of the actual Darth Vader and R2-D2, and they're in my game room. Right?
That is awesome. That is awesome.
To cook, yeah.
Thing is, he loves to cook. When I'm home in Amsterdam, I actually always order food. Always, like every day.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, I never cook, or I just order like 7 days a week.
What do you guys both order after a set?
It depends if it's available. I love sushi after the set.
Sushi.
Each and every time. Oh yeah, big fan.
Just a hamburger from Five Guys. You know Five Guys? You know Five Guys? That's so good. Yeah.
Now all I want is a hamburger from Five Guys. They usually bring out the pizza and burgers. It's not good. It's not good, guys. Not good. Makes you fat. It's bad for you. It's bad health. But after, if you had a few drinks and if you had a good party, and I love my crew. We always hang out and maybe watch a silly movie or something after a gig, and because I can't sleep after a set. Sometimes all the adrenaline is still in my body. So yeah, I love then hanging out and ordering some junk food. But mostly when I'm on tour, I really try to. Recently I've really been into Pokeballs. You know Pokeballs? Like salmon or tuna. I love Pokeballs, and yeah, I'm 42, so I have to really watch my belly.
One question for Armin: how do you stay healthy during touring? Because it's difficult, right?
You have to have a lot of discipline. I always bring my running shoes, and I try to go jogging at least every other day. But it's sometimes you're really tired and you don't want to go, and it's boring and lonely. But for me, it's also a great way to listen to new music. So that's how I actually listen to a lot of your tracks, because I'm always interested to hear other music. So every time when I work out, I listen to New Music Friday or 1001 track list, with all the new tracks. Because I love to hear new music all the time. So I listen to everything, all the big guys, all the upcoming new tracks, because I want to listen. You have a couple of really great playlists online that I listen when I go running.
How long do you listen to a new track before you're like, this is gonna be a hit?
Well, you know, to be honest, I'm a human being, and often it takes me a long time to hear if something is really a good track. You know, but with them I didn't have that. But with some tracks on the radio, you're like, I don't feel this, and then you hear it like 4 or 5 times, and then it becomes an earworm. Like, yeah, then sometimes you have to get used to a track, and for me it's the same. That's actually why I'm so glad I have a radio show every week, because the fans, they help me. Like, sometimes I'm not really sure about a track, and then I play it, and then the response is huge. So it also opens my ears sometimes, because, you know, I'm just a human being, and if you get sent 1,000 promos, you can only realistically listen to maybe 50, if that, maximum, because otherwise you go crazy.
So you guys just released a track. Tell me about it. Who wants to start?
Who wants to start? Well, let me start, because the idea came from a writing session with Josh Gumby and Afshin in LA. I wasn't really looking forward to a follow-up for Sunny Days, because I worked with Josh Gumby before. Because I believe that it's really difficult always to make follow-ups. So I was a bit skeptical about it, but we wrote a really rough first version of Don't Give Up On Me, because I had a lyrical idea. It started with the line that my mother said. My mama always said, every day you wake up a little more. Every day you become older and you see more of the world and you become wiser. And I always wanted to do something with that lyric as a dedication to my mother. So yeah, we started writing with Josh and with Afshin, and I had a demo, but I was like, you know, I can't finish this on my own, because then I'm trying to copy the success of Sunny Days. And it's such a important track for me. And I was a little bit lost, because I was like, I like the song, but... And then my manager suggested, why don't you do it as a collaboration with somebody? I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we sent it to Lucas and Steve, and they really liked the song. And I was like, really? You like? Because sometimes you don't know anymore. I thought it was good, but I wasn't getting... And they sent me a rough demo. Oh, maybe we can go this direction. Right? So maybe you have to pick up the story.
Well, I think the moment we received it, we tried different things. It kind of is how we usually work. You get a track, you get a top line, you start trying. Usually one of us gets behind the piano and just starts sorting things out and what could work really well. So I think we made a really rough sketch, about 3 versions, but there was one we both were like,
most,
this has got to be the one, absolutely. And from that moment onward, it went really fast. We got in the vocal chops in the drop, and sometimes you get this feeling that everything fits together so nicely. And when that happened, we were like, yeah, I think it's time to show this to Armin.
It's actually a natural process also for us, like sending this for, like, we were really convinced that was the version, like the first version that we send over to Armin, that's the version and the direction that we really wanted to go. And I think Armin really liked it. And
it was a song that was, I didn't know where to go with it, but they sort of, yeah.
Directed you in the right direction.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like, I love it song, but, and also, you know, again, I didn't want to make a follow-up for Sunny Days, and I thought when they come in, it just made perfect sense, and then they really added, you know, the 50% to the song that it needed, absolutely.
like Armin's style is really different from our style, but still you can hear both of the best worlds in that collaboration, and I think that's a really big achievement, and you can really be proud of a collaboration in that way. Yeah.
I think it's important. I think when you do a collaboration as a DJ, for me the golden rule is they have to be able to play it in their set, and I have to be able to play it in a set. And I prefer not to have two different mixes. We did this time just because we were both excited about it, but it's not that I'm going to play only the trance mix and they're only going to play the club mix. I'm going to play the club mix as well because I think it's really, really good for my sets. And I hope, if the fans know it a little bit, because now it's just fresh. I hope that the club mix will do really well on in my sets. But I'm planning to play it a lot in my sets this year and next year, hopefully.
When was the first time you guys played that live? Was it last night?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What was that feeling like for you guys?
It was really cool to get in the booth with Armin for the first time, and yeah, I mean, you never know when you play it for the first time, you know that the crowd doesn't recognize it yet, so you don't get that boost of recognition that everybody's singing along and hands up at the first note because they have this moment of familiarity. So that's always a very exciting moment, but yesterday, still nobody knew it, still the hands went up and everybody went crazy to it. So that was really great feeling.
So it's really good to also to get to know each other, and we had so much fun shooting the video as well. And I really thought. I told them from it's also important we have fun in the video, and it was such a great day, and I think we made a little fun of the fact that a lot of people think outside that DJs always are fighting or having competition, because if you look at the DJ lists out there and then you see this DJ is better, but in reality behind the scenes there's no beef, there's a lot of support. Of course, you admire somebody's set, or you hope that you get voted, you get a lot of votes and you end up somewhere, but realistically there is no fight. I guess some people would wish there was sometimes beef between DJs, because and so we kind of made fun of with that idea with the video to have a little race. And I love the scene where he goes in the car, like, to me, like, because it's like it's like people have to see it as an irony of playing with that feeling that there's beef, but in reality, like I said, whether it's Martin Garrix or Afrojack or name any Dutch DJ, and usually I have no beef with any. Actually, they were all helping each other, sending each other track. Like Nicky Romero, for example. Just today, I was sending him the a cappella to a track of mine, because he was like, "Can I please have it?" And of course, you share it. And if there's anything I can do to help another guy, and the same thing goes back, because they also send tracks to me, and it's behind the scenes. You guys don't know it, but behind the scenes, it's really good atmosphere, and that really makes me proud to be Dutch, because I really hope that this atmosphere will stay for a long time, because it's really important. Because I guess this is also one of the secrets why the Dutch DJs are so popular, because they're really supporting each other. It's not like talking down.
I think that's definitely the key to success, is sticking together and supporting one another. So with that being said, I hope you guys do play it at Ultra.
We will.
And I can't wait to see the response, because it's going to be awesome.
I hope so.
So good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys on stage.
Everybody jump, jump!